So
Peters.
yeah, it's definitely something very important to upskill. We get started too, because I don't want to
Yeah.
hold your time. I took a class at John Hopkins for AI in business, to see that one. And then I also took a class in Microsoft Azure, or I'm taking that right now. So
Hmm.
I'm just learning all different things. And a lot of it is just the ideas of what you can do. So in my company that I started, my background is operations, and I own my own business for 20 years, and I
Oh,
ran
that's
it for
nice.
30.
Oh
So
my.
I sold it recently, and then I can't do insurance for 3 years or 2 years. So I was like, okay, what am I going to do with my life? What am I going to be when I grow up? And
Mm.
so I decided to do the AI because I've always loved technology, and I always loved the operations part of running my business more than the insurance
Mm.
part, because no one's
Oh,
really happy to buy insurance.
oh
And then
my.
they're not really happy when the claim comes either. So
I
so
understand. So you have a
yeah.
nice avenue right now to just develop yourself with AI.
Yep, develop myself, and then hopefully help businesses implement it into their companies, and then help people. Like I really want to focus a lot on the nonprofit sector and seeing how I can
Oh
help
my
them
goodness,
with
Kristen.
their
I know.
I
donor
have a nonprofit
outreach.
organization.
Uh, yeah, so
Oh,
I want
really?
to.
I do. I support like cultural events in my community
Love it.
and bringing families together. Like we're doing something for Christmas and whatever celebrations we have in my country, I try to contribute with the NPO, the nonprofit organization. So wow,
Mhm.
perfect.
Yeah, so that's what I'm focusing on. So I'm looking for pilot people who want to do a pilot with me. I want to brainstorm with some nonprofit leaders, figure
Right.
out um, what they need. I mean, I have ideas with what they need, but I want to know what they need.
Okay.
I've been on the board of nonprofit for 10 years, so I think I know. But again, have to hear it from the what's that saying, from the horse's mouth, which I don't know why that's a saying because a horse doesn't speak, but anyway.
Metaphorically.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. So, all right, I think it might be the four of us, or three of us. So we're just gonna get started.
Okay.
Okay.
Um,
Is that all right with you, Charisse?
I'm perfect with this. I'm so
yeah,
glad that we can be
and
interactive. I've never interacted so much.
No.
oh
It's
yeah, no,
exciting.
and you can ask whatever question you want, while we're
Hmm.
going along. So,
Yeah, I'm
all right.
happy. I'm glad.
And it's good practice for me too, because this is my first webinar. I've done
Oh,
other things. Yeah, I'm
okay.
stepping out of my comfort zone. So
Very nice.
the
Yeah.
other thing I'm doing is podcasts. So
Oh,
and I'm interviewing nonprofit organizations, and then I'm giving them like 5 clips of that they can share on their website, and then obviously they can share the podcast after it's done.
so
So
then you
that
could give me good tips on how to build my website.
Yeah, well, I'll show you. Well, I'll show you after, but we'll just get going. But
No problem. Yeah.
yeah, lovable. You could build a website. I even made it like so. It's in the United States. There's a lot of compliance issues. I was even able to make it, compliant with, um, all the ADA standards and everything else. So it was pretty neat, and it was just with natural language processing, just talking and
Oh,
asking it to do different things.
is it a paid version?
Well, you kind of need a paid version because the credits go quick.
Oh,
Ah.
okay.
So there's credits involved. So like if you were doing, you wanted to build your website, it's going to cost you maybe $50, $100 if if
How
you
much credits do you take to build
it doesn't, and that's the other thing is you have to learn how to use the credits because you don't want to ask just like one question at a
silly
time.
questions? Yeah.
You want to make sure that you're asking in bulk because you're using less tokens or credits at that time. So, you know,
I understand. The webinar I had last week, the person had 3 credits or 3 tokens. So he said we could use his link and we would get that 3 tokens.
right, right, right. So there's different I can share with you different like links where you can try different things. I don't know if you get the full version of it, but they give you a link to it. I'll show you that program too after.
Okay.
So I told you about myself. AJ, tell her about you and what you do, and I'm just gonna put your screens up there too.
Yeah,
Moving
absolutely.
mine. Can
So
you see her screen? Go ahead.
I work at Wilcox Business Solutions. We emphasize the solutions because we solve problems and make the right connections, like connecting with Kristen to solve and to educate us on AI stuff. So my solution is a POS system to cut out the fees and make them more manageable for your bottom dollar faster. So you can put that return, that money saved back into your business and continue to scale. We do offer other things, other products, but Clover is our holy grail. A lot of people love Clover. A lot of people want Clover, and a lot of people don't know about Clover. So that's why I will be talking about Clover today and about how Clover is able to save you or your clients money. But I also have 2 other payment solutions for clients that use primarily invoicing and or QuickBooks.
Okay.
I'm also
Nice to meet
located
you.
in Florida.
This is I'm gonna someone's having trouble getting in, so we are having issues.
Okay.
Let me just text her.
Yeah, I was getting a lot of issues to get in, but
Well,
I
I
got through
know.
your link, an email you
And,
sent.
and AJ got in, so that's so weird.
Yeah.
Well,
I think it's
Do you
international.
have trouble?
no. I was just gonna say I've had the link probably the longest. I don't know if that plays a part in it.
Say again.
I've had the link the longest from everybody. So I'm wondering if there was a break in something. I also am worried about my internet. Yesterday I was on a call and my internet froze. So if I freeze, I'll come back. I'll come back in.
Okay. It kept saying that the link is invalid.
Ah,
Everything
Yeah.
logged in is invalid.
okay.
So it was strange. But
Yeah.
this email
It is
that
strange. So
Kristen sent me worked.
yeah, I don't know what happened, so I'm gonna have to figure that out for the next one. We're gonna
Yeah.
that would be good. I'm waiting for Laura. I'm seeing if she's gonna text me her email.
Okay. Well,
So I
so
don't-
Sharice, I'll keep talking about myself while you do that, Kristen.
All right, good.
Yeah.
Sure.
Um,
You guys know
I
each
have
other, meaning like you guys are basically associates together?
yes. Yep. So I am with Wilcox Business Solutions, and my biggest thing is finding partners who are um, kind of in the same place of wanting to have a strategic partnership. I want to build trust. I've built a pretty good relationship with Kristen, and I've got some other really great partners that I work with that I've built trust with. And it's to the point to where if my clients need something, I feel confident passing them over. I don't have to worry about how they're being treated. I don't have to worry about the care. The people that I have built these relationships with to pass my clients on to are trustworthy, and my clients don't have to worry. They can literally just say, great, thanks, I'm going to start working with them now. And so that's that partnership that I have gotten with Kristen, is building that trust, getting to know her, loving what she's doing. We're jiving and we're making things happen. So this is where the creation of our webinar came from. I do host other webinars either for my company or with other companies. Exposure is great. You know, you can never know too many people, especially when there are
Definitely networking.
Yes.
How long have you all known each other for?
Not that long, a couple months. We met on.
A couple
That's
months?
another thing. Unalignable, it was called.
Yep. That's
Which
right.
it was very interesting because I had just joined that, and I've made some really good connections there. So that's a good place for networking, even.
Yes, it is. It's a great place for
Oh,
networking.
for Lovable?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'll put it in the chat so she
Oh
can
yeah, put
Google
it in the chat so I'll see it. Okay.
Yeah, and then
Because
you
it's
can
good to
copy it.
network.
All right, let me just tell her I sent it so she can join when she can.
Yeah. Send them the email if anybody's trying to get through. Send the email because the email is actually better.
Okay,
Just
what's
excuse me a minute.
so many issues? I hate issues like this.
I am just glad to know that we can solve the problem and we can do it again. I
Oh
also
yeah,
think,
I'm not worried really.
yeah, I also think that doing it on Zoom is so helpful for me to choose a platform and stick with it. Because Google Meets, you know how we use Google Meets, it's just not it, and I don't know if Zoom is it either, but
Yeah,
also
I
it's
mean,
like the
they
lesser
all
of
have
two
their
evils.
issues, I think, but yeah, it's hard to say.
Yeah.
I'm
I
looking
have
for.
had,
Go ahead.
no, I was just gonna say I've had this terrible cough, and the more I talk, it like,
Yes,
brings it up.
I understand. It's difficult for me too. I have drank about 3 bottles of cough syrup day and night, and it's terrible. I'm drinking paprika with lemon pepper and some lime, and yeah, that's the concoction there.
Trying to heal,
So
trying to get back. Is it a warmed drink, like a tea, or is it cold?
it's warm.
Yeah.
It's warm. You have to drink warm stuff because I have some coconut water in the fridge and I can't drink it because it's too cold.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
you
kind of
must.
where I'm at.
So your throat's hurting badly.
Yeah, well,
Mm-hmm.
it's 3 weeks. I had it. Now, you're in the cold, AJ.
Yeah.
So, but I am in the warm in nice Caribbean country and
Yep.
here I am sick.
Yes, that's me. Oh,
Yeah, it's terrible, but we
it's
have a
terrible.
rainy season here right now. It's pretty
Mm,
rainy and
okay.
overcast, and we also have Sahara dust.
Yeah.
So it's,
I've
yeah,
never
I
heard of
know.
that.
I know we
Yeah.
have a lot of hills here because when I went to the States, I've been traveling for the last, oh gosh, 20 years. I go back and forth because I have a lot of
Awesome.
family members there in Boston, my aunts, Boston, Long Island, and Arizona. And my
I'm
brother
from.
lives
I'm
in Florida.
originally from Connecticut, so I'm right in the middle of them. And now I live in
Oh,
Mass. I live in Wilbraham, Massachusetts, so about an hour and
oh.
15 out of Boston.
Oh, nice. I would love to visit all those like states.
Hmm.
I see them on TV, like
Yep.
Lifetime and Hallmark movies and like
Yep.
Montana. I always
Yeah.
wanted to visit places like that.
So
So
beautiful.
there's a lot of mountains and greenery in the Caribbean, but not when I go to Florida or when I go to New York. There's no mountains. There's
No.
no greenery.
Nope.
Well, if you go to upstate New York, you'll see mountains.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, which
Yeah.
is,
It's beautiful.
it's
I fuck
Oh,
strange
with
when I
we got
travel.
Laura. Hold on. Hey, it's good that we were talking.
Oh,
Hi,
nice.
Laura. You're gonna have to figure out my links. Hey, Chicky.
Hello.
Welcome, welcome. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. I don't know what happened with the link. So
Yeah, I don't know. It just every time I tried to go in, it was telling me nope.
AJ said that sometimes they have these a break in the link, so I have no idea. So we were
Um,
chatting. We were chatting anyway. I just make sure
Yeah.
no one else is stuck, and obviously that people might be having trouble with the link, but
yeah.
we can get started, and I'll figure out that one on my next one. Um,
Okay.
I just want to introduce AJ. AJ is my strategic partner. She is from Wilcox Business Solutions. This is her uh, um, platform. Laura works for EastCon,
Yes.
and she is a grant writer.
Awesome.
So, but
Awesome.
go ahead, AJ, just to give her a quick thing, and then we'll get started.
Yeah, absolutely. I built a relationship with Kristen. Happy to refer my clients over to her. And I work with Wilcox Business Solutions, emphasizing on the solutions on how we can help our clients solve their problems. One of our problems that we like to solve is credit card processing fees. Such a problem, such a problem. And so we have partnered, Wilcox Business Solutions has partnered with some really great software tools to lower the costs and get that money back into our clients' pockets so that they can continue to scale and to grow and need services like AI and other strategic partnerships that we work with. Building trust is the name of my game. If you don't need a Clover, if you don't need any of my other two softwares, then we're going to find out how to solve your problems and who we can get you hooked up with.
Cool.
That's great. Thank you.
I'm AJ.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, Laura.
And we have Charisse she's from Trinidad. And yeah,
Cool.
she's in nice weather. I showed her our
Yes.
snow.
Hi,
Yeah, no,
nice to meet you,
not a
Laura.
great day today. So
No. Yeah, no. I'm in Northwest Indiana this week, last week and this week, so I've had a heck of a cough. I did preface everyone, if I mute myself, it's because I'm coughing, so I'm sorry.
no worries.
I go back to Florida this weekend, and man, I can't wait.
Yeah. I'd like to be in Florida. So, Laura, how have you been? How are things going at EastCon? Tell us a little about what you do, since it's such a small group. We might as
Yeah,
well.
absolutely. So I worked for EastCon for a while before I worked with the Head Start program, if you're familiar with Head Start at all.
Yeah.
I left for a couple of years, did some technical writing, and now I'm back with EastCon as their grant writer. So
Awesome.
I also am fundraising, but we haven't really quite gotten into that yet. We actually have a meeting finally 2 years after I started, set up next week with my executive director and my marketing person to talk
Oh,
about what we want it to look like. We've established a fund through our community foundation nearby, and our goal is to start January. And I have like a year-long plan outlined for what we're going to try to do during our first year to raise some money. So, and
Amazing.
the fund will be for like external, like extra programming, things that aren't covered in the budget for our schools. I don't know if you know anything about EastCon, but we're a regional educational service center. We provide services to our local school districts that are in our region. And we also have our own schools. We have two magnet schools and we have special education programs, as well as adult ed, Head Start. Like we do a lot of different things. So we have a lot of grant work that needs to happen, but this is to cover things that might not be covered through these grants. So.
right.
Yeah.
And this is something I was just talking to them about, and I sent you, Laura, the little idea, the idea that I have, which I want to brainstorm with people, because this is what I want to do, is do that pilot program with the nonprofits to see how we can get donor interaction better, making sure that we're staying on focus with who wants to give to our mission, finding those people who want to give to our mission.
Right.
And then staying in front of them consistently. And that is basically what it's all about. So, nonprofits are told not to market. You're wasting their money. It should go 100% to the mission. But if you actually spend a little bit marketing, you're probably going to make 10 times that amount.
Right.
And what was the film? I can't remember now. Charitable.
Oh, yeah.
Have you seen Charitable,
No.
Charisse? Okay, both of you should look that up. I don't know what it's
I
on.
haven't.
I think you might have to pay $5 for it. I'm not sure. Okay, Laura will check because she's like a wizard at this
What is
stuff.
it?
I'm
What is it, a
Googling
movie?
right now. It's called Uncharitable.
Uncharitable.
Oh,
Is
and
it a
here you
movie?
can watch it on the link. I'll put it in the chat so you can
Okay.
find it.
Yes.
But yeah, it's really good.
Is
Yeah,
it a
and
movie?
say it again.
It's a movie?
It is. Yes.
It's a documentary kind of, right?
It's a documentary.
Documentary. Okay.
It's all about basically there was a guy who did a TED Talk about it, and it's basically about how the world views charities, how they view nonprofits, and which nonprofits are doing good work and which aren't. It's really interesting. So
Yeah,
Okay.
it's amazing, and he just talks about how we need to change the mind of the people out there that this is it's a business. We're running a business. Nonprofits are running a business. They have to act like a
exactly.
business. We're just running a business that's not for profit. We're not going to
Right.
take any money home. We're going to put it all back into our mission. No one's going to get extra money.
Right.
So we have to make it that we need to market just like any other business does to get our name out, to get our mission out. So
Yeah.
that's kind of what I was looking at doing, and thinking that that's one of the pain points of nonprofits, is trying to figure out how to fundraise and get donors involved, even with volunteer work and whatever. So
Yeah.
all right, so let's get started on AI, because
Great.
I'm very excited. I I'm having the time of my life, learning about this and, upskilling. And so why AI matters is that 80%, 88% of people are already using AI. And they're thinking that in 2026, everyone is going to be trying it. So we want to make sure and implementing it. We want to make sure that we're not left behind in the process. So now here's an example of something that's changing is with the Google AI, how it used to find you with SEO. Well, SEO is not going to be as big of an issue because AI is you're going to be leveraging using social media and using AI to level the playing fields with large corporations that can spend a ton of money on marketing where a small business might not be able to. Yeah, so it's going to level the playing field some for small businesses. Larger businesses, they can try and spend the money, and if they fail, it's okay. But a smaller business, we need to make sure that we're taking our time, but also implementing and not being left behind. So I know that people think about AI and they think, AI, it's overwhelming. I don't know where to start, or I don't have extra time to learn something. So now where are you guys in your AI process?
I use it every day.
Every day. So what are you using it for? You're using it for grants?
I'm using it for grants mostly.
Yeah.
I mean, I use it for silly little things like make this sound more professional or make this
Yeah.
sound like I don't want to make it sound like you're an idiot, but please make it say that without actually saying that. Um,
Right.
you
Yeah, you're
know,
fixing your grammar, making sure
yeah,
that you don't have a
yep,
run-on sentence.
yep.
Yeah.
It's your idea, but boy, uh,
It,
Grammarly or chat or whatever you
I,
want to use,
You know,
boy, makes it sound better.
when I'm writing a grant too for an area that I'm not super familiar with, I'll sit with them, I'll take all the notes, then I'll plug the notes into AI and say, okay, here's the question, pick out the stuff that answers that question, and throw me together like an outline.
Yeah.
And that way I can put it together as as a comprehensive grant that makes sense, where it's picking out the things that answer the question the best. So,
Yeah.
Hmm.
And you just keep asking it questions and that's part of AI is playing with the tool.
yeah.
And I call it playing because I feel like I'm playing. Um, but using the tools, and that's what's going to amplify you in AI is using these tools. It's going to amplify humans, not take over our jobs. We just have to make sure that we're the people that are in our lives, make sure that we're telling them that they need to upskill in AI because it's going to make, they need to stay relevant. So that's one of my things that I tell everyone lately is, if you're not starting and learning, start doing 15 minutes a day of something. There's courses on LinkedIn, there's courses all over the place that are showing up. So definitely that's something to start. How about you, Charisse?
Well, I use ChatGPT, basically for
Okay.
anything that I need to write. If it's a letter, a recommendation, a disciplinary letter, it helped me a lot in my master's. Um, Meaning to ask for research or just to understand a terminology. So I use it every day for any simple thing. So
Yeah.
I like
No,
it, I enjoy it, and you can even treat it as a friend. You have to train it.
you do.
Strange enough.
Yeah,
It's
those prompts are so important.
I used it for my travel. I went to St. Lucia and I actually asked it for an itinerary of what to do based on where I stayed, and it was so good. It
it's
was really
really
good.
really incredible. And that's what we need to tell people. I mean, you have an IQ of 200, in front of you or in your hands on your phone, on the
Mhm.
computer. I mean, I had a computer problem, an IT computer problem. I went on ChatGPT. We solved
Mm.
it together. I couldn't get to a website. I had to go into the DOS prompt stuff and do commands. I'm like, oh my
Wow.
God. And then it came back. So what can you do with, with AI? It's really crazy. So that's just one of the things that I want to get across and make sure that you guys are sharing that with your community and and obviously your students, Laura. I mean, they're worried about AI in the schools, and you don't want someone cheating, but you also don't want them not learning it.
Yeah, I think it's bringing efficiency and problem solving, because my son was complaining about his school and the schoolwork, and how one of the teachers made the comment that we're going to go over this, but you're never going to need this in life. And I think that's kind of where our school systems have kind of gone towards, is like, let's be more receptive of what they need and how to get them prepared for the world, rather than, the same thing that we've been teaching them all these years. And AI can definitely bring them some efficiency and some real world applications to some of that schoolwork.
Yeah,
I
I mean,
agree with you with that.
how about you, Laura? You're in the school.
Absolutely. It needs to be taught just like anything else, you know. I think I went to a presentation recently in the fall about where they were talking about AI, and they were talking about how back when Excel came out, all the accountants were like, well, we don't need Excel. Excel's going to take our jobs. And Excel didn't take anybody's jobs. Excel just made a tool to make it easier. Why would you spend all the time adding up all those numbers when you can stick a formula in there and do it for you? So it needs to be taught as a tool that can help but not do the work for you. You
Well,
know? So,
and even with Excel, I don't think that they spent the time in college teaching them that.
right.
No.
I mean, I don't think my daughter knows how to do that. And I mean, she knows a little bit, and so does Andrew, my kids.
Yeah.
But I know way more than them.
I took a class on Excel just so I could learn how to do all the pivot tables and it's amazing what it can do. And now you take Excel or you tell AI, make me an Excel spreadsheet and it can do that. It's
Yeah,
amazing.
from a PDF.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, it's amazing, and that's the other thing with AI. You could basically pull out any information you want off of any document. So, and then you can have it go into an Excel spreadsheet. So that's the other thing, is that businesses need to look at what tools can be linking together to make that process easy. So small businesses are using AI for, all sorts of things, marketing, automation, so streamlining campaigns. So I don't know how this was my first campaign that went out to you guys. How did it do? You got my reminders, all of that stuff was automatic. I set it up. I set up my wait times, all that stuff, and then it obviously executed.
Right. It did the work.
Right. It did the work. So I didn't have to remember. I didn't have to go back. I could make sure that the reminders now, next time I got to figure out the link, because obviously that didn't work. But, it's very good. It's a good practice experience for me. So content creation, I think this is the coolest thing. And I'm sure, you're looking at that with grants. I can write a blog on AI on different articles I read, and put them together with my thoughts and then have it rewrite it, so it's better. Has anyone used, it's a tool in Google, it's called Notebook LM.
I have not used it, but I did sign up for it.
Okay, so if you have Google, you should be able to go to, like, where you go to your calendar and all that stuff, and go to Notebook LM, and you can upload any article in there. It will summarize it. You can ask questions about it, and you can have them do a podcast about the article. So you can sit there and listen to two people talking about what the article means.
I'm going to try that.
If you don't want to listen, if you don't want to read, you can basically have them do a podcast. It'll be 15 minutes or 10 minutes, depending on how long the article is. And it will, they'll have two people talking, and they'll be, having a conversation about this article. And I found it, and I think that that's a great way for, our students to learn, because sometimes listening about it as a conversation versus reading it and trying to comprehend it, makes a huge difference. So that's one tool that I use a lot, just to speed up what I can learn too, and to understand it better. because I'm reading, I don't know what it is. They say it's from this thing and we're scrolling all the time, but my mind is going from one thing to another constantly.
I apologize.
So
I will be right back. I'm home
yeah,
today and the dog is crying. And if I don't
uh,
let him out, he's going to pee on my floor. So
Oh,
I'll be right back.
no,
Give me two.
go ahead, go ahead. So, so that's a really cool tool. So check that out if you haven't used it. Um,
definitely. I'm gonna try.
you can put it in the car, you set it up in the car and you're
That's
driving
what I
and you
was
can,
just gonna say, Krista.
listen
I'm
to the
driving back
Listen
article.
down
on
to
the way.
Florida and it's a 12-hour drive. And I was like, man, I was thinking like I should put some articles in there and prepare to
Right.
listen to them while I'm driving.
Right. What do you want to learn about? What do you want to learn about? So, put it in and, I think that keeps my attention better.
Yeah,
I
listening.
don't know. Yeah. I used to have a great,
we're such a podcast type of crew. Generationally, we are used to listening to people, audiobooks, this just convenience of being able to learn without having to stop what we're doing. Quite frankly, I don't have time to stop. And I know I'm not the only one. So,
no, I have to learn balance a little better.
yeah.
I
So
understand that.
yeah, we all do. I think, especially women, I think, we're balancing a lot of different things with a lot of responsibilities on our plate, so,
Yep.
so some of the other stuff that's doing the content creation, I'm making, really fun, different photos, images, and ChatGPT, and I would definitely, there's different options. I'll show you a tool that I'm using and it does tons of different things and it has different programs in it. So I get all the programs kind of in one package. So I get Chat, I get Claude, I get Perplexity. And on the creation side, I get Nana Banana, I get Flux, I get Grok, all these different tools. So, but if you want to start out, I would definitely start out with ChatGPT and make sure that you're getting the paid version.
Yep.
There's also a part in ChatGPT where you want to shut off in the settings that you're sharing your information with others. So I don't know. Have you seen that, Laura, where you go in and you unclick it?
I think so.
All right.
I'm trying to
And
think.
if you don't know where it is, let me know and I will try to do a screenshot of it. I think
Yeah, I would like the screenshot.
okay, so because I went in there before and I did it once, so I'll have to find it again. But that was one thing that was one
Yeah.
thing that
When you find it, I'll appreciate it.
yeah, because that's one thing you want to do. You don't want someone to see your work or it's a learning from you, I guess, but you just wanted to learn you. I don't think you want anyone else to learn you. So the really cool stuff that's coming out is the customer service stuff, the chat bots. We've always had chat bots but these are chat bots that are automatic. So they're answering questions based on what your knowledge base is. Or you make it a voice bot. So now you can clone your voice or clone whoever's voice, or you can use one of the voices that they have made, and you can clone it and you can actually do videos. So say you're not a person who wants to be in front of the camera. You can do videos and absolutely lip sync them. So it looks like you are the video. It's going to learn your movements. It's going to learn your voice, and you can actually do educational videos, whatever you want to do. Just because you don't feel comfortable sitting in front of the camera doesn't mean that your knowledge shouldn't be put out there. So that's just a way that you can use it to, which is really cool. I haven't done mine yet. I did a digital twin. Laura, did you see my digital twin?
I don't think I did. No. Where was that?
I put it on. I don't think I put it on LinkedIn because it's a little risque. I put it on Facebook because some of the outfits were a little sexy.
Oh, that's funny.
Really? That's interesting.
Yeah. So and I'm part of this other program. It's called Digital Babes, and they're going to teach you how to make a digital babe. My sister's like, it's ridiculous. Be who you are. I said, I am being who I am. I'm just having fun.
Yeah, right.
So anyway, and you're going to make it talk, and you can, put it in the videos and whatever you want to do with it. Yeah.
Yep.
Basically an avatar that looks like whatever you want it to look like.
So it's interesting. I've used it to neaten up a picture of myself for my LinkedIn profile. They have the ones where it can like put you in a suit and everything, but they always make my hair look stupid. So I was like, make my hair just look a little not so frizzy. And it
all right.
did
So
it.
this tool, I'm just going to jump to here. This tool, this is the tool I was talking about. So right here, I have ChatGPT.
Yeah.
I have Grok 4. I haven't used that. Claude. This is for coding.
Yep.
I have Gemini. I think there's a new Gemini. They haven't put the new one in here yet. And then Perplexity. So I have all these different GPTs that do different things in this program, Revin.
Okay.
So, and I can voice chat or I can text chat with it. Then I have this where I can, let's see. Oh, say, give me a prompt. Someone give me a prompt or something. And I'll just show you anything. Tell me what you want it to do.
Man, I'm cold. How do I get rid? How do we change the mindset that we're cold? How do you do that? What is something we can do with the cold? It's all I can think about. I'm
I
freezing.
know, right? Because you're cold.
Oh man, my hands feel like ice. My toes.
We need to go to where Sharice is.
All right, so this is a basic prompt. It's telling me it sucks, basically, by saying it's low. Now, I don't know what it's going to do.
Well, let's see what it does.
All right, so this is going to transform the prompt. Now, I can also take an image, any image, and it can give me the prompt based on the image. So it can take an image and give me a prompt of the image so that it can recreate it into something else. So now it gave me this huge prompt here, okay? So I'm going to copy it. I don't know. Let's put it into chat and see what it does. So it might take a little bit so we can come back to it, but maybe not.
For survival needs.
Oh, there you go.
So you want you want to write a blog about how to survive winter?
There it is.
There you go.
It is. So then I could say, what I could ask it what would be a good image to go with it. And then I could take that image. Oh, did it finish? All right.
A lot of ideas.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. All for me being cold.
Right. Yeah, isn't that crazy? I couldn't even think of it. We couldn't even think of a prompt.
Well, and
this is what AI is so good at. These are so good at is I get stumped all the time. I'm like, I don't know what to say. I don't know how to put this email, and you need that little, I don't know. I need the help. Maybe it's because I'm 55 now. Don't know. But when I was 25,
That's still young,
It is?
Yes, it is.
I don't know. I think my husband's 60 and I think he might be getting a little dementia. So
people are finding love and new things and new jobs at 60.
Well, I'm right there with you, and I'm actually enjoying it, So, all right, let's see if I want to pull one of these statements out of here. All right, I'm going to pull this one. I don't know what it's going to do, but we'll see. All right, so then I'm going to go to this creator, and I don't think I have any credits left for videos, but I can put. Oh, let's go to the prompter first. I want an image about this. Okay. Oh, no, I want a prompt image. I think it's going to give me a prompt anyway. Oops, I can spell. Now, you don't really have to spell either.
No, I love that.
They're going to, I'm always asking it. I'm always asking it to make my paragraphs like 25% shorter.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I'm long-winded. So now I can come here and I have all these options here to use. So they're going to give me different types of images. They might be somewhat the same. So I'm going to pop that prompt in there. And what I like about this tool, and I have like ChatGPT by itself, I have Claude by itself. So now I have to get rid of all these subscriptions because I have all these tools within this one thing. And I'm still going to need other ones. Like I use Lovable. I built my website on that, so I'll show you that. Let's see, is that right
So
here?
let me ask you about that Revan. So if you use that, it's storing all of your information for all of the different AI models.
Well, that's
And
what this is. It's a pretty new program, and you could save like prompts to the library. You can save your
interesting.
images. You can also download everything into your computer, so you can save whatever you want. What
Okay.
I find though is and I'm going to ask them about this. I'm going to put in a suggestion. Um, when I say I was here and I changed areas because
Yeah.
I do that all the time. I'm like, oh, let me check this, and then I come back and it stopped working. So I can go along the top on my tabs, but if I
Hmm.
make any changes in Revin, like I jump to one tab to another, I can't do that yet. So I don't know if that's going to be possible or not. But
Ah,
let me show you this. Okay, so this is the website I built on Lovable.
Hmm.
It's and then I checked it in a website to make sure it was ADA compliant, all the things that need to be, or in the United States, you can get $150,000 fine a day is what
Mm.
I heard. So I had a website up there that was non-compliant. Didn't know that, and I should have probably because I've been in business forever. But I always had someone build my website, so I never
right.
built my own. So I never thought about it. So I built this website. Now is it up to a marketing person's standard? I don't know, but I
I
was
think it
very
looks good.
I was very happy with it. My link goes to the calendar. They can book their own calendar. It shows my services. It shows the industries that I want to work in. Gives an idea of like where you're going to go. It gives idea of what your return on investment can be. That we can track your KPIs. Um,
It's awesome.
And that's from
so
Lovable.
Yeah.
this was in Lovable. This is the
Wow.
podcast that I'm doing with mostly the nonprofit sector, learning about what their mission is, and then trying to share that mission on my LinkedIn and on my Facebook. And this has been, the most fun I've had, like learning about these different missions and what all these people are doing and how great it is. And I love being able to get this word out to the people, even if it's only reaching 10 people.
Yeah.
I reach someone with what I'm doing. And what's really cool about this, so I do these podcasts. And when I first started writing the script, doing the email, sending the email over saying, here's the script, here's for you to review, let me know. Is there a question you don't want me to ask? Is there something you do want me to share or ask? So that, and then a thank you email. And then I wanted to give them something as a thank you for helping me, get my podcast off for sure. And so
Right.
I basically give them 30 LinkedIn posts, ideas that they can use with the post, with the image idea. And then I make them a few images. So I built the prompt and I just put in their website. It scrapes their website to learn all about them, and it builds me my script. It builds me my 2 emails. It builds me my 30 LinkedIn posts that I can offer, give to them, and they can revise however they want, but gives them ideas. And then it's going to make me, a couple images, or I might have to do that after the fact. But that one prompt with their email, with their website, is giving me a base start to start with each podcast. So that's what a good prompt can do. And that prompt took me a long time to build.
Hmm.
So that's our image
Wow.
There you
from
go.
that. Okay. So then you got, I don't know what this one's going to do. Let's try flux. And then we'll come back and check it when it's done. As long as I don't hit the wrong thing. So that's my thing. Oh, this is the other thing I built on. I don't know. Oh no, I built it on Lovable too. So this is for a property management company. And it's not hooked up to like addresses or whatever, but the tenant will be able to go in make a request for whatever they need. Name, building number, unit number, they'll put in the description. If it has to do with plumbing, electrical, whatever, they can put that in. And this is going to get submitted to the office. It's going to get submitted depending on the urgency of it. So obviously, if it's a water leak, it's going to go right to the plumber. It's going to go to the maintenance guy. Depending on it, it's going to probably text and phone call them automatically. And it's going to respond to the tenant, and it's going to say to the tenant, we got your message. Based on your issue, depending on what it is, dog barking, we'll make sure that we attend to it within a certain amount of time. If it's something else, so it kind of gives them frames on high, medium, and low. So this is what I built. Now I would go to a developer to finish it. So this is kind of like a prototype. You would build it based on that property management company, right? So they'll be able to pay rent. They'll have this basic chatbot in here. So the property management company could upload a knowledge base in here, their bylaws, whatever they need, your HR stuff. If you wanted to build one for HR, you could build a knowledge base, update all your knowledge bases, and then your employees or whatever can ask questions based on what your HR manual is, whatever. So this is the same type of thing. So they could ask questions about whatever's going on in the complex based on the knowledge base they put in there. So their frequently asked questions, their manuals, whatever. So that's another thing I built. And then,
So, Kristen, can I ask you?
Yes, please.
This is a prototype. So, is it that you have to make this on a paid version?
This one?
Yes, with the rent.
Well, what I want to do is I want to, if I have someone interested, a property manager, I will build it with that apartment building, that apartment, that project, and I'll go to the developers with that. So they will take that, and I have like 4 different companies that I'm working with that are actually going to do the development part on anything complicated. Obviously, well, I need a little help with my lead generation, obviously, but I was pretty proud of that too. So,
Okay.
but obviously I had a few bumps, so we're gonna have to fix that. But something like this, I'm actually building our time's getting done. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to go so, but I'll just tell you this last thing. I'm doing from the flower shop, from the intake of the orders all the way to the delivery. So it's going to accept or reject orders based on profit margin, distance, or it's going to put it into an exception for them to say, yeah, I want this flower arrangement, or I don't want this flower arrangement because it's too far, or I want to add $20 to the delivery charge, but I'll still do it. Then it's going to reroute all the drivers. It's going to make sure that it's going to go out to their wholesalers, make sure the price is right, and that they're not undercharging or taking an order for whatever. And then it's going to route the drivers. The driver's going to be able to take a picture just like they do at DoorDash. It's going to go back to the dashboard. It's going to go back to the 1-800 flower shops. And the executive director of this nonprofit is going to be able to sit in her bed at night and see how her flower shops, her social enterprises did for that day, when she has no clue what's going on, because she's running a nonprofit for individuals with disabilities, and that's what her focus is. So she's trying to bring in this social enterprise to, bring more money in for her mission, but she really does not have a handle on what's going on. So this is one of the projects that I'm doing. Let me just go back. So these are all the different things that you can do. The point of this today was really to make sure that all the things that are possible. So to start thinking about what you could bring to your organization or what you can bring to yourself in upskilling, and to the other people around you. So, these are all industries that, any industry is going to need AI. But restaurants, they could redo their whole menu. I can upscale their pictures. I could take pictures of their food. They could send me an ugly picture of their food, and I can make it into something that's going to look beautiful on their website, on their menu. And I have zero marketing skills. I did. I mean, other than my business, I owned a business for 30 years and I had to keep up with the social media guru of the country. You know who that is, Laura?
No, who is it?
Chris Paradiso.
Oh yeah, no, he's fantastic at that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was my competition.
Yep.
And so I basically, and they say not to do this, watched what he was doing
Yep.
and tried to replicate my idea the best I could. But, you know, and that's the other thing is consistency in your social media. So if you're trying to get out your word, consistency is so important. You need to post 4 or 5 times a week. You need to be consistent. You can't drop off. I'm watching will I get business from it? I don't know, but I'm getting a lot of impressions, stuff like that. So it's amazing what social media and the AI that's helping me produce that social media and making it so much easier to stay consistent because it doesn't take me a ton of time to do it. It's time, but it doesn't. I sit in bed on Sundays and watch movies and plan my social media for the week.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, you know, obviously we're saving hours, we're revenue growth. Everyone's, you know, daily usage is going up and the chatbot adoption is becoming, you know, really, really big. What I suggest to you is you pinpoint something that can maybe save you time, save you money, frustration, a bottleneck that you're finding, and you know, research how to solve it. You might be able to solve it yourself. You might be able to put in a workflow that is going to make that task easier. So, you know, just focus on one thing because this stuff I get all over the place. I'm working on this project and then something else comes to me and I'm like, and then I go back to my chats and I'm like, I was working on that 3 days ago and I moved on. So
Abandoned ship.
Yes, I abandoned ship and it's probably because of a shiny object. So, and I'll send you guys this so you can have it.
Great.
But, you know, I talked about, you know, the chat bots and what they're going to be doing. And I don't know if I pulled that one up. Let me see. I just want to show you one other thing. Oh, yeah, here. So this is the other thing I built with it, which we're actually going to put into effect. We're working on with this client. She owns a cleaners and she owns a restoration company. So this will be a voice bot. I did it as a chat bot to give the developers an idea of what we're looking for. I was able to research questions from scraping websites of other cleaners, dry cleaners, other restoration companies to find out what their frequently asked questions are. I came up with over 200 for each company that she can go through and answer in her brand name. And we're going to be able to upload this into the knowledge base. And she wants a British speaking person. She wants a British woman, and that British woman is going to be able to check dry cleaning orders, wash and fold, you know, whatever. And then here, you know, if there's a smoke damage, how are my clothes coming along? When will they be delivered? It's going to go into their dashboard and check it. So these are the types of things that can be done with AI. And we kind of did a live demo, and let me go back to see. Oh, there we go. And there's our other picture.
I don't own any of that.
Yeah, you're lucky. You're lucky. But I mean, that's kind of cool. And that was just a different thing. And then this thing, yeah. I just want to, you know, and if anyone has to jump off, go ahead. So these are all the different programs in Revin. So I wrote a children's book this weekend for I didn't write the book, I illustrated it, I should say. The mother wrote the book about her son. She gave me what she wanted to say. I took her words, I created images based off of her words, and I was able to morph him from a picture into
a character.
So you can upload the picture. I don't know, is it going to show for me? Oh, maybe I have to upload a picture. All right. What picture do I have?
My dad actually did this where he took all of his grandkids and he uploaded them and created little animated people in AI, and now so he has them as his background on his computer.
Okay, so here's a picture of me.
It's amazing.
That's awesome.
Oh, that's awesome.
do I want to be Superman, or it'll give me a woman, or this one? This one didn't come out very well for me. It doesn't look like me, so I don't know. Some of them did. You can make a sketch of yourself. This one's kind of fun. Let's see what it comes out with me for that one. I did this on my husband.
Nice.
This one is some type of poker thing. I could be a hippie, which I kind of am.
Love that.
So let's see. Did it produce it? Oh, it didn't transform me. That's very bad. And it does come out bad sometimes. Let's see what my cyber. This was kind of cool. I did this the other day for myself. Let's see if this one comes out. And I did this one. But anyway, what I did is I morphed him into this one, the little boy.
Oh, cute.
And so we made him what's it, Pixar?
Yeah.
Pixar 3D.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see if this one came out. Oh yeah, well, that's better.
Oh, there you go.
So that's kind of fun.
Terminator.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
So all right. I made
I
a song.
apologize. I do need to log off. I have another meeting at 12:15. So, and
Yeah. No, you're fine.
But
anyway,
Kristen, thank you so much. It was so nice to meet you, AJ. And Charisse, enjoy your warmth where you are.
we're jealous.
Bye,
All
Laura.
right.
Have a good
Kristen,
day.
I'll be in touch.
Yeah, if you want to learn anything more, let me know.
All right. Thanks so much.
Nice seeing you. So anyway, that's about it. There's tons of little things in this. So this is that web scraper. You can I can transcribe anything I want. If you needed to make a logo, need to generate a script, newsletter. I don't know if the presentation, if it uses Gamma. Gamma's another tool that I use that I really like, and it produces it helped me produce this in my brand colors.
Yeah.
I finally picked my brand colors. I was kind of all over the place when I first did my my first one. So, help me do this presentation based on what I wanted to talk about. So that's Gamma. And then Lovable's the other one I really like. And then I use this Revan, and I think that's really all I need. And then I use Go High Level, which is a CRM, which is it's really good with all this AI stuff and connecting tools. And if you want to do a chat bot, it's going to be easy to implement that, and the lead generation, all those different types of things. It's a system that was built for this future that we're going into. So
I love it.
Charisse, how do you do? What do you think?
Yeah, it's a lot to take in. I have to listen to this video again when you send it. So it's a lot of information. I appreciate all the information I learned from this webinar. You did really good for your first webinar.
Thank you. I didn't get through it all because I do talk a lot, which I suppose I'm supposed to talk.
No, well, it's interactive, and it's just a little bit of us. And when you have a few people, it's good to interact, and you have that personalization.
Absolutely.
It's good. If you have a larger group, you won't get this one-on-one. So
no, and if you have any questions, need any help, you want to just reach out to me on LinkedIn or
definitely.
my email.
Well, Lovable is what I need help with.
Yep.
With building the NPO website. Definitely, I need your help on that.
And if you do have time, I would sign up for that webinar. That's this weekend.
Yes, for the 3 days. Definitely.
Yeah.
I think I did, but I think I may need you to send that link.
Yeah, just to make sure.
Just to make sure, so I won't have the same problem as I had this morning.
Yeah, no, I will. I'll resend that link.
Yes.
But I learned a ton, and I took that 3-day free virtual summit, whatever they call it, in June. And this is where I'm getting Revan through. So I think I pay I think it's $97 a month. I get all that. I get the Go High Level included in it.
Man, what a deal.
I think so. I don't know. I mean, I think it is. Even if you didn't, if you just wanted to use AI tools, I think it's a deal. Even if you didn't want to learn all that they have to teach you. So I mean, they're online every day, all week long. The owners of this business, AI for business, they're accessible all the time. So you have questions and they're accessible. Like,
Yeah.
and they're making millions, these guys.
Right.
You know,
Right.
so,
Yeah.
so you know, you look at someone who's like really successful,
Mhm.
and you don't think you're going to have access. And these people with this company, it's absolutely incredible. So, you know, learning AI and learning from these guys on, you know, using, you know, cloning your voice, cloning your, you know, cloning yourself,
Turning into a cartoon.
turning into, I know some of it's stupid, but
No,
like
I love it. It
I was
changes
able
up
to,
my social media content to change my image. And I
Mhm.
love that I don't have to go pay a professional to get a different type of picture.
No, I mean you can put your selfie in of yourself. I mean, basically, if you go look at my digital twin, I did that on a selfie that I was sitting out on my patio, and it says that you're supposed to be like, you don't want to show any clothes from here up. So I'm
Okay.
sitting there, it's a selfie of like here up with nothing on,
Yeah.
no makeup, and wait till you see what my digital twin looked like.
Wow.
Oh my. I
You
will
know,
try it.
so you can take a real picture of you that you know, like say even that headshot I pulled up and they made the Zyberg or whatever you want to call that.
Yeah.
I could I could fix those and upscale those videos. I mean those.
Those images that the
Yeah,
generated
so this thing will
images.
make a video. You don't get a ton of video. But you can upscale any picture. Um, this tool over here, there's something to upscale pictures like old pictures,
Oh
I
yeah,
think.
you and I were talking about that before.
Yeah, so I mean, there's all sorts of different tools you can use. I mean,
Mhm.
and for work, there's stuff for business, obviously, and then there's stuff for,
Yeah.
you know, that feels like playing. Like I made a song on AI.
Oh
Yes,
my.
I heard it.
You did?
Yeah, so cool.
So and I made a video. So if you go look on my LinkedIn or my website page, there's a video. Hopefully it plays.
Where do I see it?
On it should be on my LinkedIn, but I'll send you a link to it because or my I started a YouTube page because you need to be on YouTube too. So
I'm gonna jump off. I'm gonna get ready for my next one too.
yep,
And
I'll send you that. I'll send all that to you after. But thank you guys.
yeah,
I
no, and
appreciate.
I'll talk to you soon, Kristen and
Really
Sharice.
nice meeting
My
you
pleasure.
guys. When
Thank
is the
you.
next one?
I don't know. I'll have to plan another one. No, we're
That's
definitely
what we'll
going
have
to.
to
I'm
do.
going to get my link right because I'm sure I'll be hearing from people.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. I was thinking that too. I'll definitely get with you
Yeah,
about that when we can get it scheduled. Maybe in the new year.
yeah, and it'll give
Sharice.
us a little more time to get the word out. We only did it like
Yeah.
a week
Yep.
before. We did have quite a few, but I think I screwed up the link. So I'm going to have my techie guys make sure that it's right next time.
Yep. Sounds good. Well, we'll definitely talk to you next time, Sharice, and I'm sure you'll talk to Kristen before that as well. So
Yeah, just reach out
Definitely.
and enjoy your
Thanks
warm
again.
weather and feel better, both of you.
yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, you too,
Feel
Sharice.
better.
Bye bye.
All right.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.